There are 16 ministers in cabinet. The fact that 2 ministers took the time to go visit an event where the project is being unveiled does not necessarily indicate that they have signed off on it. Those 2 ministers support development. Minister Contreras, who's the minister in our ministry who I work for, he's pro-development. Minister Heredia is pro-tourism. This is a tourism project. The fact that they went to visit with the developers at the launch of the project is, to me, is neither an indication of a general government support nor an indication of any kind of sign-off.
Sir, but wouldn't you say it's premature for it to have been launched, given the fact that, oh, you know what, there's no one has since given any kind of, support for the project? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're developing a project and you're trying to find investors, would you not unveil it at any point in time? Is there anything illegal to unveil a project? No, absolutely not.
Well, I would think that you would unveil it when you've gotten the full go-ahead and have established that government has given the go-ahead, they've gotten the public support. Do you think, that, I will follow up on Dwayne's question, if it's premature? It seems that this administration, the government has had problems introducing and selling large project ideas. We've had an issue with NCL, and now this Northern Tukey seems to be a problem. Is that a fault of the government in its introduction of these projects to the public?
Well, Giovanni, as I said, you're in front of the camera and behind the camera. I always love that about you. My response to that is very simple. Today we're seeing an unprecedented interest in development and investment in Belizean projects at a much larger scale than we've seen in the past. That is not a bad thing. That is a good sign. It means that people are paying interest in Belize, and they seem to be confident in Belize's investment climate.
You have 2 ministers already with an appearance that they have gotten support for the Puerto Azul project. So hasn't that kind of defeated the purpose if there's an appearance that government already supports it, if it is indeed not feasible?
Well, you're assuming support again. Why can't we turn it around to say that the fact that those ministers have been with the developers and looked at the project more closely, that they can inform us better as to the details of the project? I think there's a positive here. There's not a negative.
Sir, but we understand that
you're looking at public perception, and that's what you're reacking to.
Sir, but
let's be practical.
Do you think that the ministers being there had done more bad than harm, more bad than good to this particular project before it even got out of the crib?
But perhaps that's a decision that the developers will have to make, whether that was a wise move for them to invite the ministers there. In respect to the approval process, it's neither here nor there for us. It will still go through